Zoomi's prayers, everything sad will come untrue. One day, everything sad will come untrue. Even now, a great adventure lies ahead, changes which are ours to make. Within the clay mold of our life is iron, and yes, there are dragons, and simply no adventure without them. What time is given, we must decide to use. Our mind knows there is no turning back, but does our heart. We are moved to your side by our capacity of knowledge of you, by all means we have, and to be moved by it to praise and thanks. We wish these terrible things had not happened in our time, yearning back. Yet all we are given to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. From the ashes the fire shall be woken, the crownless shall again be king. Though there are shadows, above them rides the sun. There are great stories upon the earth, ones that really matter. Full of darkness and danger they were. Sometimes we didn't want to know the end, because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was? So much bad has happened. But in the end, it is only a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass. Quite small people have shown indomitable courage against impossible odds. Perhaps it was their very dreams which fired their courage. It is no bad thing celebrating a simple life. There is some good in this world, and it is worth fighting for. May the wind under our wings bear us where the sun sails and the moon walks. This is the adventure of life, to thrust ourselves into these tales. For courage is found in unlikely places. Have we been chosen out from among men? Then we must therefore use such strength and heart and wits as we have, not to master the great forces of the world, the tides, the winds, but to uproot evil in the fields that we know. Those who live after shall have a clean earth to till. What weather they shall have is not ours to rule. The threads of our old life lie about, how to pick them up and go on, when in our heart we begin to understand there is no going back. There are some things that time cannot mend, some hurts that go too deep, that have taken hold. Let grief teach us wisdom. Clearly the whole world has lost its mind, running toward a cliff. Let us run opposite. Life with God is not immunity from difficulties, but peace in difficulties. Have we hardships? Let them prepare us, ordinary us, for an extraordinary destiny. We hate unpleasant, unexpected interruptions. The truth is that interruptions are real life. Nothing in this world can satisfy us. We were made for another. Earth cannot supply our yearning, proof that heaven must be our true home. Everyone dies, but not everyone has lived. Think what great things are out there for us. Have we trouble to love others? We too are unlovable, yet you love us. In the silence of the heart you speak to us. Daily we do die, and those we meet we shall remember that at every meeting we are meeting a stranger. Happiness not in another place, but this place. Not for another hour, but this hour. Face to the sun, the shadows fall behind. The earth is rude, silent, incomprehensible at times. Yet there are divine things here, more beautiful than words can tell. 2 women came before King Solomon, and one whose child it was. Her bowels yearned for her son, not being able to bear to see his life taken away, and by the sword of the king. So do you yearn for us, as we are seen in our predicaments. Our very life is not to be divided, but our soul to be spared and joined to our body in everlasting life. Amen.